Go live. And yeah, let me get there. All right. Ha. Ha. There we go. Is it just me, as the camera seems a little bit zoomed in? It's because I have I use XSplit for live streams and I use OBS for recording video, and they don't. They both have different settings for this one camera, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. But the reason why I do that is because XSplit is so much easier to jump from one to another to live stream. With OBS, you have to go in and set all the damn keys and everything for each YouTube channel every time you go live. XSplit, I just pick what I want and hit the button. So, hey Diana, how's it going? Hey, howdy, hey, it's me, baby bird. There you are. I have a cat in my lap. And I'm wearing my favorite shirt. One of them, anyway. Hey, look, I'm live. Ugh. So, I don't remember if I had plans for this week. Like, did we have set goals for the week, or did we just hang out? God, fucking everybody and their dog. Facebook. However, it's nice to know that I don't get stupid messages from Facebook dating anymore. That's a bonus. Huh. In fact, we're going to write an article about how dating apps are screwed against men. Because there's a lot of data out there that I could put together. Just out of fun. I just realized that cats eat birds. Yes. Birds, mice, pretty much any rodent that's smaller than them. And if you feed your cat, they'll kill for the pleasure of killing, which is why, like, when you have cats at a farm, the farmers will feed their cats that are in the barn because a well-fed cat is going to kill for the pleasure of killing. If a cat is using mice as a food source, then it will only kill what it needs to survive. It'll let the mice population propagate. That way it has a never-ending supply of food. But farmers don't want that. So when they feed the cats just kill for the hell of it. Because they don't have to worry about being fed. And cats are dicks. Huh. Yeah. Yes, you are. A little fun fact for cats for you. God, you are shedding so bad. Oh my god. Where's your brush? I'll start brushing you. Dating app screw everybody. That's why I quit. Yeah, but it's more. If you look at the data behind everything, it's more skewed to screw men to the nth degree. Mostly because of women and scammers. Because, what is it, like 50%, 60%, something like that, of all women on dating apps will shoot for the top 1% of men. And then you have the ones that are scams, ones that are bots. Then you have the women who just post on dating apps for the sake of getting likes. There's like all kinds of different things that play into it, to the point where I kind of did a rough estimate earlier today, looking at the numbers. And in a pool of 1,000 men, there'll be approximately 7 women that are eligible to date, for the majority of them. Because, like I said, most women are going for the top 1%, but all the guys that are average like myself, we get kind of screwed at the end of it. Those aren't exact numbers. I just did a rough estimate. But, needless to say, I will write an article about it. Then throw some numbers at you. Because I like data. But this is a writing channel, not a dating channel. So, moving on. God, you are... Look at that. Look how much hair I'm pulling off you. Holy crap, baby. Seasons are changing, huh? Normally she doesn't let me brush her, but I've been getting her used to the brush. Oh, you don't run from it anymore. You are static as hell. Anywho, how did your week go? Oh my god. Holy cow. The joys of having a long hair. Between you and your sister, everything I own is covered in gray hair. Including my mouth. Well, let me get... You have floofs. Trying to get the floofs off you. Before you get them all over my damn pillow. Nothing worse than trying to sleep with a mouthful of cat hair. Yeah. We'll have to brush you really good later tonight. It's still quite a bit. Jesus. I knew. So, yeah. So you come back. The cat came back the very next day. Now you're knocking stuff off my desk. Oh my God. I'm gonna hit you with a vacuum. Look, look, my shirt is covered in hair. I love my cat. I love my cat. I love my cat. Yeah. That's right. I'll just hit myself with the cat brush here because I have it's not a lint roller. It's kind of made out of fabric, and it works great. It works just like our lint roller. Pulls cat hair right off clothes, wicked fast, and it's reusable. Probably the best $20 I ever spent for my cat. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, land. Damn it. Somewhere else. Here she comes again. Jesus. Would you make up your mind? I know what you mean, Michael. There's this YT series about men who only get dates if they are 6 feet tall, handsome, have a sports car, and make six-figure salary. It's comedy, but also somewhat true. Oh, it's not somewhat true. It is true. Most women out there think that. Well, I can't say most. I know there's a lot of women in like LA and shit that believe that minimum wage is $100,000 a year. Like, no, not even close, babe. There's an app out there that you can put in your ideal mate and all the different things that you want, and it'll tell you the percentage chance of you finding your ideal mate. It's actually kind of cool. It's based on real statistical numbers here in the United States of men who make a certain amount of money, a certain height. So it's all based in real numbers. So it's kind of it's kind of funny to see what these women are aiming for. Like, well, no, each their own, I guess. You know, die with a house full of cats. I'm single by choice. That's because I don't bother looking. Like, even on the dating apps I was on, I never really paid for them. I just don't give a shit. And a couple of times I've met people on Facebook. The Facebook one is what killed it for me, finally. Because there's this one woman I was talking to, and she seemed nice. We were chatting back and forth. We had a few things in common. She wasn't bad looking. And then not only did she ghost me, but she deleted her dating profile altogether. So I'm like, wow, I guess the conversation was only one-sided. At that point, I'm like, no, I'm tired of being ghosted. Fuck this. If you can't be an adult and tell me that I'm not interested, you know, whatever. When did people become such chicken shits? Jesus. If I'm not your cup of tea, just tell me I'm not your cup of tea. I'm not some kind of weird psycho. Should have got that from the week and a half we were chatting, for fuck's sakes. But, you know, I guess it's easier for people just to ghost someone than to, I don't know, grow a pair and be an adult. Anyway, enough of my dating life. Let's talk about writing. We're 10 minutes in. I don't know if anybody else is going to show. So, meanwhile, I'm looking for a short, nerdy, skinny guy. Yeah, they're out there. I see them all the time, actually. Here in Denver, anyway. But, you know, after last week's chaos, in case you know, previously on WriterSanctuary, my daughter's car broke down on Monday. Spent all day working on it, half a Tuesday. And that was the beginning. Actually, I got quite a bit of time to myself to actually work throughout the week, so I'm pretty excited because um, I've got quite a bit done, despite having everything possibly go wrong for the first quarter of the year. Um, Things are kind of piecing together ish. I should knock on wood, but every time I knock on wood, I think it's because it's this fiber wood particle board. So, anyway, um, but yeah, I got quite a bit done, and I'm rewriting huge chunks of Kingmaker, which I'm really excited about. It's my next book. Right now, I'm rewriting pretty much the entire chapter 13, but that's so that it makes more logical sense. My beta readers brought something up to me um, during the farmhouse scene, and so I decided I'm going to redo something with it. And what I came up with was far better. So I'm glad that I took the time to. Uh, I'm glad that I took time to write this book because there's a lot of really good parts in it, and my second go through it, I think it's just that much better of a story. It's now about 5,000 more words to it, and um, far better, I think. So I'm excited. I can't wait till I get it published. That way I can talk to everybody about it because there's parts in it I can't say anything about until it's out. That's just a bummer. Because I want to talk about the series, but I can't. uh, Still, it's even if I only sell like a handful of copies, this is the story that I want to tell, and I'm really excited for it. I love my book. I know every author says that, but as I'm reading through it, rewriting it, I can see myself reading this book a couple of times actually. It's really, it got me. So even if I only sell one or two copies of it, yeah, I'm still happy with it. So I'm looking forward to the series being done. This is book one. I would love to start book two. And I've been keeping notes, keeping track of everything because I need to, got to make sure you got proper continuity. So technically, I've been writing parts of book 3, 4, or 2, 3, and 4, um, because there's things that happen in the other books that are referenced in the first one. So continuity is fun. But with any luck, I'll be ready to push out to the beta readers for a second go, hopefully next week. So if you're interested in that and you support me on Buy Me a Coffee, keep an eye out for your email for an invite to that. I don't know if I'm going to share the link in a Buy Me a Coffee post or if I'll do it like I did last time and just get everybody's email and send it out from WriterSanctuary through email address. So I don't know. Well, we still got about a week and a half before I'm ready to do that anyway. So probably, I don't know. It might be more convenient just to do it in a post for Buy Me a Coffee. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. And let's see. Something else I've been working on is keeping up with the 2 videos per week. I've been working on the new blog series, building a new blog. Um, the last video I think was the plugins, and I've already written 2 posts for it because I had to use it to show somebody how to do upload to YouTube and all that. So I thought, hey, this is perfect. So I went ahead and wrote the 2 articles for them to use so that they can do it on their own channel. And so that gives me 2 pieces of content right off the bat. I'm gonna have to go back and polish it up a little bit because I didn't have quite a few things that I wanted to have while I wrote it, but it is what it is. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm really enjoying getting back to doing the YouTube videos. It does take a little bit more time in my day, but I enjoy it. So hopefully after the bulk of the series is done, I can get back to doing some other YouTube videos, probably about freelance, probably more about self-publishing. That's what I've been leaning more towards recently. So we'll probably do some self-publishing and some more blog videos afterwards. I think I said pretty much anything I had to say about freelance writing. I could probably come up with some topics off, kind of like a refresher, but I know I love my job. I don't really have much more to go over. But has anybody watched them yet? And if so, the video series, what else would you like to see in the video series about creating a blog? And this is for anybody who's live or anybody who watches this afterwards, because I read all the comment sections and my fucking I forgot my computer does this. Does this. Like, it just went to sleep. Are we back? Yeah. Hopefully. My monitor keeps going to sleep, so I have to like sit here moving my mouse around. I hasn't done this in a long time, but it updated recently. So I don't know what I did to kill the screensaver last time. It seems to go in and kill it manually. Display setting. Anyway. But this Wednesday I'll be doing a video where we're going to be setting up content in Mindomo. We're going to be using brainstorming techniques. I use Mindomo for a lot of stuff. So we'll be probably planning out the different categories for the blog that I'm going to be making, and I'll show you why I'm doing it through Mindomo and how easy it is. It's free, so you don't have to spend anything to use Mindomo. And it's a handy tool. I use it for planning out blogs, blog posts. You can use it to plan out a wedding if you wanted to. I mean, there's a lot of things Mindomo can do for brainstorming. So, mind mapping software for the win. Anyway, I didn't get a lot of writing done this past week, but I did get quite a bit of time into everything else. So I fixed up one of my clients' problems. I worked on the blog, did the videos. I did start a new Pinterest experiment that I'm running for the next 6 months. And I've been maintaining all that. Cool thing is that even though I'm not going to break my word count record for the month, I'm definitely going to break my time management record for the month. And that's probably more important, I think. Because if you can fine-tune your time management skills, then everything else falls into place. And today, I'm still at 900 and something thousand words for the year. So even though I had a little bit of postponement, I was still able to write quite a bit last couple of days. So, hey Chris, how's it going? Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful Chris. And Chris, if anybody doesn't know, has a new video out for time lapse. I love watching the time lapse art stuff, so you gotta do more of those. I really enjoy them. But yeah, you missed out on. I was talking about Kingmaker. I was talking about the blog series. You'll have to watch it on the rerun. All I brought up was that I'm rewriting the farmhouse chapter in Kingmaker completely, but I think you'll like how I'm doing it, because that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm fleshing it out quite a bit. So, Michael, I don't think you saw my last message. All I saw was, meanwhile, I'm looking for a short, nerdy, skinny guy. That was the last thing I saw. Gotta start all over now. Alrighty, here we go. I guess I can do a recap. It's only 7:18. I'm almost halfway, or almost all the way through all my bullet points. No one was here but Diana. So, I am rewriting huge chunks of Kingmaker. But yeah, the farmhouse scene, I don't know if it's a scene. It's more of the entire chapter. It's going to get much longer and much more detailed. But, yeah, it's, there's a couple of parts in it that, yeah. I know how I'm going to do it, so. And I did fix quite a bit. That it wasn't just you that pointed it out. It was you, and Sam's mom came up with a lot of the same things. So at that point, I'm like, okay, well, if 3 people are telling me the same thing, then maybe I do have to change some stuff. So I did, I changed quite a bit. He's no longer a little needy whiny bitch. But, rar. Yeah, kinda. You said to add it. but what I'm adding is probably not what you had in mind. Oh no, I can't wait for you to read it. And like I said, if all goes well, at the rate I've been writing Kingmaker, I should be ready to send out to you guys for a second reading sometime next week. So don't tell me. I won't tell you. It's you'll like it. Trust me. And I am changing the ending to it. I thought of a way better way to get everybody into the second book from the ending. So the ending that's there now is still going to be there, but I don't know if I'm going to turn it into an epilogue or the actual ending of the book. But there's a new scene that I'm going to be writing that's going to introduce quite a bit into the second book. So it's awesome. In fact, yeah, you guys will like it. I'm just so excited. I want to get it published. Just so, like I was telling Diana earlier, is that I wish I could just get these done so I could talk about them because there's so many things I would like to discuss, but I can't because it'd give shit away. I don't know if I'd be able to talk about any of it until the fourth book is done because of how much everything's integrated. So I don't explain it. I'll just read it. I won't. I won't. No spoiler alerts here, which is kind of a bummer. I can't even tell Sam. I can't tell anybody. I can't talk to anybody about my book. Nod your head when I uncover my ears. Oh, yeah. I wasn't talking about it. I won't spoil it. I am more excited about surprising my readers, and so I try really hard not to not to divulge too much because I like that shock value. I love seeing the look in someone's eyes, or like you're posting the email. I like that, so I try really hard, but it sucks because there's so much I want to talk about, and I can't. I can't even talk to anybody about it. I don't know. I could probably talk to Dad about it. He doesn't read dark fantasy, but then I'd have to listen to him go off on his Republican rants. I just don't know if it's worth it. I reposted the message for you. It's not showing, Diana. I don't know why. Unless you're using foul language. Maybe YouTube is thinking you're spamming me or something. I don't know. Because all I see from Diana is the last 3 messages I got from you. Meanwhile, I'm looking for a short, nerdy, skinny guy. Hey, Chris, Michael, I don't think you saw my last message. And Michael, I reposted the message for you. That's all that's coming up on my end. I was thinking if you want to vlog and chat about it as you go, make the videos, but don't publish them until way later after the first book comes out. Like, time it as a promo for the next book launch. Ooh. That's actually a decent idea. A Fury. And if you read the first book, which I don't know if Diana got the link for it, but the title of the book kind of tells you how it's going to go and who's in it. Scheduled publish. I have some atrocious fucking handwriting. All right. Okay, I don't use foul language. Why does YouTube hate me so much? I don't know. Probably the same reason why it hates me. my videos don't ever get shown in the suggested column, and I think I know why. And I think I've talked about this before, where YouTube pushes binge-worthy content. So if people will watch more than one video at a time of yours in one sitting, then they'll promote it more often. I don't have binge-worthy content, so YouTube's like thinking that my traffic comes from comes from search. So if somebody puts in how to insert searching specifics, but they're not binge-worthy. So that's why YouTube, I'm fairly certain that's why YouTube is more fun doing WriterSanctuary stuff now than anything overflowing. So probably not. You can also reproduce much later in life. Women, on the other hand, lose their beauty and fertility. Yep. Men, we age like a fine wine. Women age like milk. Sorry. It's true to some extent, though. It really. So, I know. I know. Pretty controversial subject. um, that was delayed. I just saw a message pop up that I got an email. It went down. 5 seconds later, I get the chime that I got. The thing is that this old man has no intention of dating anybody younger. There is way too much drama with your generation. And I love my job. I love what I do. I'm happy. Like I said before, I'm good. Yeah, so you shouldn't complain about dating. Both sexes have it hard. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I hate to say it, but there's a lot of studies out there to show it. So I just have no intention of dating anybody that's about the same age as my daughter would be. So everybody else has been older. I've also developed quite an exquisite taste lately. So go back to drinking Diet Coke. Anyway, is my internet cutting out or yours? It keeps lagging for me. Fuck, it might be mine. I don't know. Am I lagging for everybody else? Oh, look at that. It might be me. I can't open up. Yep, I can't open XSplit. I think I'm crashing. Yay! Why doesn't she? No, just once. Like a chaos-free week. Just once. Yeah, I can't open up my streaming software even. So, looks like I'm dropping frames. 4080, 2954. Okay, whatever. I can hear the birds chirping in the background. Yeah, I have my window open. It was 80. Oh, it is 81 degrees right here in my office, which is why I'm wearing a tank top because it's hot as shit. It's 62 degrees outside, overcast. It's supposed to rain. It's not. But I have birds. And I have two. I don't know if... Oh, I haven't posted it. I have to post it on Instagram. I have a new squirrel in my tree. And this little bugger is about, like, pocket-sized. He's just an itty-bitty baby. He's just learning how to eat. His mouth isn't even big enough to grab a peanut. Just this little teeny pocket thing. And I was showing my daughters before they left, because my youngest is calling me a Disney princess because I have all these animals that just land on me. So I've got squirrels, blue jays, doves. Everybody comes to my house. So, cats, even a dog. But so I'm outside showing. As soon as I walk out the door, the little guy knows I'm coming. He comes running across the tree, from the tree, and jumps on my foot. So I have to be careful not to step on him. And then I put a little handful of the shelled nuts. It's a mix of peanuts and sunflowers and a few other things. He loves it. Berries. So I put a little pile there, and he gets on top of it and does this little squirrel thing. My pile. Well, today, while I'm feeding him, another one comes across the street, about the same age. So probably may be the same litter, but it's another pocket-sized squirrel. I discovered today that she was a female. She is way more skittish than he is. So, yeah. So now I got two pocket squirrels that come to my tree. One of them, one of the boy will let me pet him. And oh my God, they are so soft. So I was like petting him and playing with his tail. It's like, Jesus, like, no, see, Shadow's soft, Max has thick hair, and Cloak is silky. This is more of a rabbit feel. It's like soft and cuddly. But yeah, he'll come right up to me. He's fun. You have something hanging off your beard on the left side of your neck. Please take care of that. Probably cat hair. I don't see any. Oh, there we go. Cardboard. cardboard from my cat who likes to shred. See, I get him the cardboard blocks so they can scratch them up. And Shadow is just loving me. So, but I think I got it. Maybe left side of my neck would be this side. I'm covered in cat hair. God. Anyway, it's gone now. Yeah, I'm betting that's where it was, cardboard. So I can totally picture Michael as a Disney princess. I was singing Disney songs earlier. What can I say? Animals love me. I've always been really good with animals. Like I've been able to tame feral cats. It's taken me a little longer to coax the blue jays, but they're starting to come down. I would love to. Trying to get one to land on my hand. They're pretty birds. Then I have a robin that comes over all the time. Obviously the squirrels. And then a house full of cats. I'm working on my garden area out front. I'm going to bed a bird feeder and a fountain to attract birds. Awesome. That's like I have a bird feeder in the back and in the front near the windows. The girls call it cat TV because the cats love watching the birds come down. So we get like house finches, house sparrows, chickadees, and the blue jays try to land on it, but it's a much smaller bird feeder and the blue jays are just a bit too big for it, but they'll try. Then I get grackles that come down all the time. They come in swarms of like 40 or 50 at a time, but they clean up the yard. Like all the stuff that the squirrels drop, the grackles will come down and wipe it out. So, circle of life. And once a year, I get red-winged blackbirds that come through. So, get all kinds of fun stuff. But I live 3 blocks away from the Rocky Mountain Arsenal, and it's a wildlife reserve, and we have a ton of animals in it, and that's where most of them come from. We have buffaloes, and there's deer right there, like every day. I'll ride my bike past the deer. Buffaloes don't come towards the fence that often, but the deers do. Deers. Most of the birds. Hawks. Yeah. So, I get quite the menagerie. Anywho, where were we? As we also talked about being excited about the 2 videos per week for the new blog series. I'm going to keep going with that every Wednesday and Friday. And then after that, let's see, the next video is the content, building the content strategy. And then after that, it's pretty much just writing the content. So I don't know how many more videos for this particular series I'll need, at least until the 6 months, because I'm doing a 6 months trial here. But I do plan on doing more self-publishing and blogging stuff, so we'll be doing that. If anybody has any ideas what they'd like to see, feel free to comment. Michael, you are right. Ron has mysteriously disappeared. I'm worried about him. Yeah, like I haven't heard from Ron since like January. Ever since that hurricane came through. Or was it the storm? It might have been after the storm. But yeah, he's like disappeared off the face of the earth. I do have his Medium page bookmarked. I wonder if he's on Medium still. I'll have to see if I can find him. And comment. It's like, yo, man, what happened to you? Trying to get 7 wrapped up before the end of May. I wanted it end of April. Actually, I wanted it end of March, but chaos. I did work on it today, and I worked on it Friday. I'm rewriting Sloth altogether. The Sloth story that's on it now just really didn't jive well when I wrote it in the first place, so I decided I'm just going to redo the whole thing. So I'm rewriting Sloth, and I'm going to rewrite Pride. the rest of them should be okay, just need some polishing. So, with any luck, it'll be done by the end of May, at which point I can get started on a new project. Probably the Kindle Vella, because I would like to try that, or better yet, I can finish the story that's on Inkitt. That way I can do a review about it. That might be a better idea. So, yeah, because I started a story on Inkitt. I did the first chapter, and that was it. Because I have so much time on my hands. Do you still talk to Scully? Sometimes I'll pop in on his live streams when he's doing his book readings and hang out. I don't know if he's been too busy or whatever lately, so I don't know. But sometimes I'll pop in and say hi, but he hasn't been here in a while. Yeah, Ron is AWOL. Hope he's okay. I tried Googling his name in Texas, but didn't see any obituary type stuff. But that was a while ago. Yeah. God, that's morbid, but it would work. Until I found out that a couple of people I went to high school with died a little while ago. One of them was a really good friend. I almost dated. And she died of breast cancer about a decade ago. Yeah. I hate obituaries. I hate that. That's no more death. Positive. Positive thinking. I'm tired of death. I've had enough. Anyway, I would like to start some other writing projects. So I would love to get 7 done, and if Kingmaker gets ready, I can get started on Fury, which I really want to write. And all the other books after Kingmaker have their own theme song. Actually, Kingmaker also has a theme song. It's music I listen to while I'm walking around the backyard. I'll listen to it, and I will plan out scenes in my head for, like, if I was making a commercial for a movie. So I listen to certain songs, and then I come up with different ideas for the parts of the book that I want to write, and I come in and make notes on it. This one was the theme from The Force Awakens from Star Wars. Fury is Shout from Disturbed. Not sure about book 3. Book 4 is the epic version of Hoist the Colors. So I'm pretty, like, wish I had the money to hire some actors, because I have some awesome ideas for advertising my book. Probably get sued and all that other good stuff because of copyright infringement, but it'd be worth it. So, probably not sued, just copyright claimed. Yeah, there we go. But as long as I can use that song in my commercial, I'd be happy with it. And I'm still happy. I'm half tempted to do it anyway and put it on WriterSanctuary, because I don't really care about that channel as much. And so, like, 9 subscribers. No one reads or listens to Despair. I haven't done Despair in a while. Want to get back to doing that next week. In fact, I scheduled picking up Despair starting next Monday. So that's going to be fun. And get back to finish Despair, and then the other 3. Let's see, there's 3 books in that series. So, but I need to get going. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I've been doing. Cross my fingers, get 7 done by May. Would love to have the second round of Kingmaker out by next week. And depending on how that goes, May, June. I'm hoping to have my book published by my birthday. That'd be awesome. That'd be an awesome birthday present to me. So, I guess I better really start turning the thumb screws on Dad to see if he wants to design the cover or not. I've had food poisoning the past few days. It's been a slow recovery. It's put me behind on writing. Ugh, that's a bummer. I had food poisoning last week. Don't know if it was from the fish or from the street tacos that were in the fridge for like a few days, but I was a hurting unit. Okay, so this month I have been sick for 2 days. I had to take a day and a half off for the car. my stress level's been dialed to 11 trying to fix this thing for my client. What else? Because there's just like been a non-stop clusterfuck. What else was there? I can't remember. I know that I have yet to have a solid week where something didn't go wrong. Despite all that, though, I'm actually doing really good this month. Imagine what would have happened if I would have had a good solid month of being able to work. That'd be awesome. Chaos and mayhem. I have 3 big writing projects to finish before the semester ends. Please pray that I can pass my classes. May the force be with you, always. If you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. It's one of my favorite lines. Mom sharing shit on Facebook again. Alrighty. Anywho, I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to talk about. This is the last full week of April. So I'm going to start, I'm going to keep at it. I'm doing good. I'm going to break my time management record, which was set back in October of last year. That's when I focused on really getting Kingmaker done. When I wrote the first draft of Kingmaker, I wanted it done before Halloween, and I was done 2 weeks before Halloween. And so that was the best month I had for time management. So we're going to see what happens this month, which is awesome considering that I had so much time off. So never give up, never surrender. Yikes, food poisoning sucks. Yes, it does. The worst food poisoning I've ever had, though, was that bad tuna. And I think Sam and I have talked about it on Crossing Colorado. Well, there's a reason why I don't like to eat fish. I live in Colorado. I'm as landlocked as you can get. So, when you're in the center of the fucking country, I guess Kansas would be more center, but I'm pretty close. I'm very particular about the fish I eat. Ever since I had some bad tuna that was in the fridge in a baggie. Apparently it wasn't sealed, but I ate it, and oh my god. Yeah, it was bad. So I'm very, very anal about the fish I eat nowadays. Like, I'll pull it right out of the lake salmon up here in Colorado. Good stuff. I love trout, but sushi, nah. I'll wait until I'm like closer to the shore. And like, my son loves 7-Eleven sushi, and I'm just thinking, oh man. Why don't you just grab a straw and stick it in the trash can? Congrats on the productivity. That's a good feeling. Yes, it is. I'm excited. I'm pretty jazzed. I'm not going to break my word count record, but the time management thing is more important, especially with all the different projects I've got. The majority of my day is spent not writing. I have to edit other people's stuff. I have to publish stuff on my client's website. I have to get everything ready for their YouTube channel. Well, not anymore. I delegated that. But I do a lot of research for the content that we write. I have to deal with the SEO team to copy and paste everything they send me. I have to go through and make sure it's grammatically correct and prepare it for mobile. So a lot of what I do nowadays doesn't involve writing. And so when I'm able to sit down and write, like even just spending an hour writing my book today, I rewrote 750 some odd words, cleaned up 3 chapters, and I'm like, oh, this book is going to be awesome. But it's really nice to be able to get all that extra shit done. So, yeah. So we're still kicking it. 2023 is going to be an awesome year. Yeah, both fish and mayo go bad quick. Put them together and watch out. No, not happen. I'm not a big mayo fan anyway. Like, I'll put mayonnaise in I like the best food mayonnaise with tuna fish, and you put some onion, chop up onion in that, make a tuna patty or tuna melt. Good stuff. But putting tuna in a baggie and then forgetting about it for too long, not a good thing. It was pizza. I think my body finally said enough. Oh, that would suck to get food poisoning off pizza. Can you imagine? That'd be acidity coming up. Gas station sushi is a really bad day waiting to happen, right? That's what I keep telling them. Like, I don't know how you guys can eat that shit. It's bad enough that Grandpa Dan gets sushi from King Supers, but yeah, whatever. Like, I've yet to have any sushi that was as good as the Japanese restaurant that I was at in. We were in LA. I can think it was in Santa Monica. Kind of an upper scale place. And oh my god, that was so good. We had sushi and calamari. Oh, it was awesome. Good shit. Didn't know if I was going to like it because that was after my tuna experience. But the girl I was dating talked me into trying it, and so I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'll try anything once, within reason. So she talked me into trying it. I'm like, all right, let's do this. I love calamari anyway, so even if I didn't like the sushi, I'll pick out on the calamari. So I tried the sushi, and oh yeah, it was good shit. I will repent for my pizza eating ways. At least stop eating a whole pizza in one sitting. I say that a lot too. Like a few weeks ago, I overate, and what was it on? It was on something stupid, and my stomach was like tearing me to pieces. And I was telling him like, "Okay, I get it. No more. I promise." So yeah, I talked to my stomach too. The spirit is willing, but the taste buds are weak. Ah, yeah. But here's something I'm proud of. I still haven't opened up a jar of peanut butter. Even after restarting my fitness challenge on Sunday, I decided I was going to restart it last Wednesday. And so normally when I do that, I get in this mindset and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to eat whatever. I still didn't have any peanut butter. So I'm getting proud of myself. I'm kind of weaned myself off of binge eating peanut butter and chocolate at night. So I think this time around, I got it made. I'm pretty excited for it, so. That is true, my brother. Yeah. So, anywho, that's what we're doing. Everything's coming out Millhouse. No, I'm pretty excited. I was really stressed there for a while. I don't know if you could tell last week I try to put on a strong front most of the time, but there's days where it weighs down and I just can't handle it. But forcing myself to take Saturdays off and then not stressing about stuff I don't get done in the day. As long as my time is well spent, then it doesn't matter. So ever since I got that into my mind, things have just been so much easier. And so, yeah, your mindset can make a huge difference on productivity. And I'm still like yesterday, I was averaging still more than 1 million words for the year, and I wasn't even trying for it. I was just making sure all my time was done. So yeah, I'm pretty jazzed. I'm still feeling good about this year. Dude, you are doing great. I was afraid I was going to binge today too, but I did some meal prep instead, and so far so good. Day's not over though. Yep. Well, thank you very much, and you're doing great too. I love that you're getting back to doing the videos and stuff, and I love that you're back to blogging. Yeah, I'm thinking this is everybody's year, damn it. So we got this. And yes, by my birthday, I will have magic mic'd myself. That's my goal, is to model some underwear on my birthday while I'm wearing a coat. Nah, we'll see how things go, but the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Yes. Ain't that the truth? Especially when you're 47. I'm pushing 47 this year. You know, I came to the sad realization like 3 weeks ago. Like, because I'm there, I usually say my age is a year ahead at the very beginning of the year. So like this year I was saying I was 46. I thought I was 45 for the first 3 months of the year. And I kept saying, "Oh yeah, I'm 46." And then I started doing the math. I'm like, "Hold on, that doesn't make sense." Oh my God, I am 46. I'll be 47. So I'm like, son of a bitch. Oh, 47, those were the good old days. Yeah. Birthday suit vlog is coming. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm 31, going on 32 in a few months. Yeah, yeah. But ever since I was 38, I've had a huge hang up about my age. And I still have moments where I feel, I can definitely feel the passage of time. I can't do the same shit I used to. I'm still in better physical shape than I've ever been in my life, which is sad saying that out loud. I think about it. But, you know, I know that the picture I took for the blog on Sunday, when I did the pose there, and I'm like, I was looking at my arms in the picture. I'm like, holy shit, I actually look pretty good. That's not too bad. So I don't know. I think, I think things are piecing together. The fun part's going to be doing the side-by-side pictures and showing my progress. I'm going to go back to doing that every 2 weeks. And so, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, I'll do a side-by-side comparison of 2 weeks weight loss. Yep, you were looking pretty ripped in that thumbnail, dude. Yeah, I know, right? Like I wasn't even paying attention, and then I set up the featured image for WordPress. As soon as I uploaded it, and it came up on the blog, I'm like, holy shit. That's not too bad at all. Well, even my cousin, who works as a nurse, she says that I'm in better shape than most 40-year-olds she sees coming in to the hospital. So I'm like, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Kinda. Yeah, just remind me how old I am. I've got to lose weight now. Yeah, don't we all? I am going to, though. So you can do it one day at a time. Yep. That's all I'm stressing out about. Like last night, I stuck to my calorie intake. I think I had like 1,400 calories yesterday. I burned 3,300. I only lost 0.2 pounds, but I didn't have as much water yesterday as I normally do. And so I think that kind of threw things off a bit. Today I will hit 10,000 steps, and I think I've only had like 1,400 calories today too. And yes, I had Walmart fish. I decided to finish off the box of fish. The fish fillets from Walmart. When you're poor, it's 240 calories for two. 1,384 is what I've had today. And if I go for a walk or play the Xbox, I have enough to have a snack. Probably going to do a Kirkland nut and cheese mix. Anywho, it is 7:55. I guess we can start wrapping things up. Can't really think of anything else to talk about. I wish I could talk about my books. I don't know. Has anybody here started reading Seven or is interested in Seven? I know Diana's not, because she doesn't like horror. So I don't know, Chris. Have you read anything of Seven, or are you not interested in horror? Just out of curiosity. After Seven, I do want to work on Skeletal, which is another dark fantasy that's on Inkitt. But I would really like to work on, like, I have some awesome ideas for some fan fiction. I have the Star Trek one there that I want to embellish on, the What If, because it was a 3,000 word contest entry that I started thinking about. Like, God, that would make an actual decent book. So I might just do that. So I'm going to take beginning of the end and turn it into a much bigger tale. And I would like to rewrite Predator and Prey and see if I can turn that into something. If not, maybe I can do it like an anthology. like 4 past midnight. Do 4 awesome books like Stephen King did, or 4 awesome stories. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Um, let's see. I'm sitting at 1731 out of 1910 so far, but I forgot to log my exercise, so I actually got like 400-ish left to eat. Man, not bad. That's good. 400. You can have a donut. That's how I think. Walmart glazed donuts only 300 calories. And actually, my nut and cheese snack is only 180, and I like those. So I'm out of beef jerky though. I had the last of my steak strips tonight. I think I read the first chapter a long time ago, but you kept saying that it sucked so bad, and you were going to rewrite it. So I just been waiting till the new version is done. Okay. Yeah, I rewrote the first. Where am I at? I'm at chapter 4, I think. I'm on 3. I did lust, greed. So I am on the third one, the sloth. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm rewriting sloth. Okay. And I'm not sure if I like envy either, so I might just rewrite sloth, envy, and pride altogether. I added a lot to lust, though. That was a lot of fun. Gluttony. So I'm on the 4th one because gluttony's awesome. I almost forgot. Gluttony's my favorite chapter, and I added a lot to that one too. So I'm on the 4th. So I'm halfway through the book. And I'm rewriting sloth altogether. Yeah, like I said earlier, the sloth story, sloth, envy, and pride just didn't sit well with me. So that's right. If get this finished and then move on to the next. Anywho, we have new cards that Sam got us from, I think it was Five Below. And the last week's card, where the hell did it go? Was, hey, the new journey. Hey, you're just in time. We're getting ready to wrap up. I've been on for an hour. How are you? I am fine. How are you? We were just talking about how I'm rewriting. Well, see if I can recap the entire hour. I'm rewriting a huge chunk of my next book today. I actually got about a third of the way through it. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then there's 3 major parts of my next book that I'm rewriting. And I'm working on the 2nd right now. The 3rd one, oh no, there's 4 because I'm adding the ending. That's right. Hopefully by the end of in the middle of next week, I'll be ready for beta readers. Your name is Walter. Hello, how's it going, Walter? And then we were talking about getting everything up for the new blog and videos and all that other good stuff. How many books you write? So far, I've got A Freelancer's Tale. It's available on Amazon right now. It's in paperback and ebook format. It's essentially an autobiography about how I got started as a freelance writer in 2012, all the way to what I do today while suffering through one of the worst depressions of my entire life. So essentially, it's a story about hope and never giving up. Because I never give up. Even when I should. So, never give up, never surrender. But right now I'm working on my 2nd book, which is a dark fantasy. It's called, oh, damn it. See, my monitor keeps blinking out on me. It's a dark fantasy, and if all goes well, it should be published hopefully by my birthday in July. It's the first of 4. It's a 4-part series. And I've already been working on 2, 3, and 4. Because what I'll do is as I'm writing the first book, I need to make notes in the other ones for continuity. That way, I like things being perfect. So that's kind of a little bit of an OCD, where if something's not right, it's going to bug the shit out of me. So I will make notes in the other 3 books regarding what's happening in this one, and vice versa. So, how much can you make off freelance? Well, I made enough to buy a house. So, I started as a freelance writer on TextBroker. At the very beginning, I was only making about $25 a week at the very beginning, because I was also working full time at the school district for $8 an hour. So I decided I wanted to try something new. Then January 1st of 2012, I decided to give TextBroker a try. And this was back when TextBroker had a lot more work. And eventually I got to the point where I was pulling in quite a bit. I was pulling in so much that I was able to quit my job at the school district and became a full-time writer in 2013. And I've been doing it ever since. I've been a freelancer for 10 years. Duh. Actually, yeah, 10 exactly, more than 10 years, because I quit the school district February of 2013. Yeah, and so I went from TextBroker. I started bouncing from TextBroker to Writer Access and Fiverr, and I'd have all three tabs open, and I would just go back and forth all day long, grabbing whatever work was available. And being as fast as I am and being able to jump from one topic to another seamlessly, that's one of the things that made me such a success on TextBroker, is because I can change gears like that. And so, like, I could write about animals and travel all within the same hour, inside the same hour. And so I was able to crank it out really fast. Eventually I got to the point where I brought in quite a bit. So what can you write as a freelancer? Pretty much anything. Right now I have some private clients. I've done everything from animals to travel. Right now I work really closely with Green Geeks web hosting. I've done a lot of their tutorials for WordPress and the business stuff. Recently I've done some insurance articles, health and fitness, not just for Crossing Colorado, but for paying clients. Pretty much anything you want, really. It just depends on who you can find to pay him. Like Chris here, he does TextBroker as well. So yeah, there's all kinds of ways you can make money as a freelancer. I started off with content mills and then grew to more private clients, which is where I found them on LinkedIn. Is a great place to start putting out feelers. Set up a LinkedIn profile. It's kind of like your online resume. Works great, especially if you have something to show off to companies and stuff, like links to blogs or whatnots. Right now, I think if I remember, I did add my first book to my LinkedIn profile. I can't remember, but that's because I have too much on my plate. So what's TextBroker? TextBroker is a content mill, and what they do is they act as a middleman. And so when clients need somebody to write their stuff, they will post their work up on the TextBroker website, and then writers like myself would grab the work and crank it out. So, but TextBroker is one of many. There's like Writer Access, Constant Content, Upwork, but I'm very anti-Upwork because they rejected me. Recently, I have completed more than 10,000 pieces of content for thousands of clients across the globe. I applied at Upwork just because I wanted a video to see if it was worthwhile, and they rejected me. So, yeah. Fuck you, don't want to work for you anyway. I was just doing this for a blog post. But, yeah, so I don't, oops, sorry about that. So I don't support Upwork at all. I'm very vengeful. Not vengeful, spiteful. There's the difference. Blogging is another thing that I make quite a bit of money on. Like WriterSanctuary makes not a lot, but it makes about 5 times more than its web hosting is. And that's just an AdSense alone. That's not including the sponsored post, which the highest I got for a sponsored post was $120 for them to write something to post on my website. So when you have a great site, people throw money at you. Here's an article Michael wrote on his blog at my head. Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you very much, Chris. Writer Sanctuary is pretty much the sum of everything I've learned as a writer. And I don't just work on freelancing, I also do blogging and self-publishing. And so that might be something you'd want to keep an eye out for, because I do a lot of stuff on Writer Sanctuary. And right now, I'm working on a blogging series of how I'm creating a brand new blog from scratch, from the very basic, from ideation. And Wednesday, I start a video for coming up with the content strategy for it. And what's funny is that the topic I decided to write about is I'm making YouTube videos about a blog about how to create YouTube videos. I'm like, how meta. But yeah, Writer Sanctuary is a good place. I've got all kinds of content on it from everything I've ever done. If I made money from it, I wrote about it. So we got Text Broker, Constant Content. I never actually sold anything from, but their editors are spot on like Text Broker guys. The only reason why I didn't do more with Constant Content is because by then I had so much work from Text Broker that I didn't need it. And so I just ran with Text Broker for about 2 or 3 years, and I got picked up by some big clients, and I've been doing that ever since. So, oh. And then I'm also managing 5 blogs, 3 YouTube channels, writing 2 books at the same time, and I used to have a Twitch stream, but I'm thinking about getting rid of it because Twitch isn't really helping. So I'd rather spend the time on YouTube. What else we got? Oh, the podcast. So, and the podcast is on tomorrow on Crossing Colorado's YouTube channel. But yeah, to say that I have quite a bit on my plate would be an understatement. But I tell you, I've made a lot of money as a freelance writer. So it's definitely possible. You just got to work at it. And I am very anti-AI generated content. I'll be writing a blog post about that this week. I see a lot of that on Twitter lately. So, normally we stop at 8:09, but if you have any more questions, I'm more than happy to answer. Right now, every week we do a card. And last week's card for self-affirmation was, I deserve time to recharge, which I deserve it. Didn't get it. So, actually, I guess I did. I took Saturday off, and it is so hard for me to take a day off. Like, I'm sitting here, all I want to do is write more. I just want to blog. I just want to set up the YouTube channel stuff. I have stuff for my clients I need to get done. I start stressing out. I'm like, stop. You need to have a day off. Even from writing stuff you enjoy, take time off. And so pulling myself away from that is really difficult. But on Sunday, I felt so much better. So it's worth taking a moment. I recharged on Saturday. And if I can burn enough calories, I might recharge later with a glass of Fireball. I changed my mind. I thought I might just do Fireball. Oh, I don't want to tear the box. There's no way to open it. Lame. There. Okay, so these are the new cards that Sam got us. Try to be positive. Oh, fucking cat hair. Affirmation cards. Oh, for the rainbow. Okay, so if I can, like a pack of cigarettes here. I can't get them open. I am trying to publish a book now. Awesome. I've actually got quite a bit on WriterSanctuary about publishing a book too. I did a whole series on using Amazon's KDP. I'm going to have to redo it though because Amazon changed the format of how you upload books to their platform. So I got to take my screenshots and shit. But a lot of the principles still apply. So that might be something you'd be interested in too. And I also did an article on draft to digital, which helps you get your book out to more people for free. What else? I do a lot of how-tos for Canva for creating ebook covers. I did one for Wattpad, So yeah, I've got quite a bit on WriterSanctuary for all kinds of writing. So whoosh, this week, let's see. So the card this week says, "Today I will not compare. Today I will not compare myself to others. I will find true peace in my own life." See, these are way better than the last ones. Okay, so I do this anyway. In fact, I often put that in my blog post, is you're only in competition with yourself. So I'm definitely going to be up in that one later. But yeah, it's like with my son. My son loves my job. He thinks it's the best thing in the world. But it took me 10 years to get this far. And I keep telling him, you're not going to just wake up one day and become this successful. It takes a lot of work. Stop comparing your shit to mine, because you'll never catch up. I'm always advancing. And so you're only in competition with yourself. Yeah, that's a good one. These cards are way better, right? Telling you. And Sam missed out. Sam had to miss out tonight because she had to drive my daughters back halfway across the country. She had to take them home. So she had to drive all the way out to Sterling and back. So she won't be back here until like way late. So yeah, that's today will not compare. But yeah, that's a good start. I'm a big fan of that one, because that's something I push all the time. Do not try to compete with other people, even as a writer on Twitter. Like, you see some writers on Twitter try to put each other down. Like, that's not your competition. For starters, you're going to have a much different target audience for your book than so-and-so. This is why Stephen King will have people like me who love his books, but he's also got a slew of people who hate his books. Everybody has a specific audience. And so to try to compete, especially as a writer, it doesn't make any sense, because people who like a certain style isn't going to like another. It's just how life works. You can't please 100% of the people 100% of the time. So never compare. The only one you should compare yourself, I guess, would be yourself. What can you do today that was more than what you did yesterday? That's how I built a career. I constantly figured, if I can write 1,000 words today for Text Broker, let's aim for 1,001 tomorrow. And I just kept doing that and doing that until eventually I got the job that I want. I love what I do. And so always be in a state of self-improvement. That's how I go through life. Okay, good night, guys. I gotta go finish writing my blog post before this cafe closes. See you next week. Have fun at your cafe. Enjoy. I don't know if you'll be here tomorrow, but remember, we're doing Crossing Colorado's podcast on Crossing Colorado's YouTube channel. I'm not sure what the topic will be tomorrow, because Sam hasn't given me one yet. I'm just going to make a list. She's supposed to be helping. Anyway, moving on. Bye. I am glad I subscribed. Well, thank you very much, Walter. More than welcome. I'm here every Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Like right now, it's 8:15. And then I also do videos every Wednesday and Friday. This week is probably going to be more focused on blogging, because I'm building a blogging series and I want to finish it before I jump into something else. But I do have quite a few. So anyway, have a good evening, y'all. And y'all? What am I, Southern? I don't know if it's living in Colorado, but sometimes like I'll get a Southern draw. I don't know why. We're always happy to have new people. Yes, we are. I'm very interactive on both channels. So have a good one, everybody. And if I can find... Oh, look. My streaming software loaded. Anyway, have a good week, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Unless you watch your videos on Wednesday and Friday. Oh, wait. I forgot my outro. A Freelancer's Tale is available on Amazon on paperback and ebook formats. It's a story about how I got started as a freelance writer, starting with content mails all the way to what I do today. And it's available in ebook and paperback format. The link is in the description down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always hit me up on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, or use the contact form on WriterSanctuary.com's website, especially if you're thinking about Facebook. Facebook doesn't tell me when I have notifications until 2 days after the fact. I am more active on Twitter, and I'm going to be doing more on Instagram and Pinterest. So, anyway, Michael's a super nice and cool guy. Oh, a cool dude. Well, thank you. Oh my God, I didn't realize my hair was this bad. It's been a day. I'll see you guys later. Have a good week.